Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of January 20th, 2020. Every week we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. I'm Catherine Holeko, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
This week we're talking about inconvenient kids' activities and long-distance birthdays, plus taking a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. And today we're talking about a new Scandinavian concept, now that we all maybe kind of sort of know what hygge is. This new thing is called Niksen, Niksen. And we read about it on Scary Mommy, and basically it just means nothing. Doing nothing. Sitting around, not consuming any entertainment or screen or book or anything. Just nothing.
That sounds kind of excruciating.
Yeah, no, can't do it.
Conversation?
Maybe a little, I guess, is okay if you're sharing your Niksen with someone else. But yeah, the whole thing sounds sort of awful to me.
Yeah.
I don't like to be... I just don't like to feel like completely unproductive like that.
Right.
That is just more painful than actually doing something.
Yeah. I mean, when I was first hearing about this, I was thinking, like when we went on our vacation, we really didn't do much. We just went around the resort and we did the different activities, and then we came home and we watched TV or did a puzzle. We just really didn't run around and do a lot of stuff. It was just really low key and a good rest and relaxation from work and all of that. And that was the kind of doing nothing I can get behind. But just everybody sitting in the room staring at each other, I think that would not last long in my family. I think we would all be very uncomfortable. But I mean, I can see, like, if it's about screens, I mean, before I was on my phone all the time and before I was on my computer all the time, I would do needlework when I was watching TV. I was always doing something else.
Yeah.
I have to say, I think I'm pretty good at doing Niksen.
All right.
Really?
Good for
you are our Niksen master.
I think I'm okay with, I mean, I feel guilty. There's definitely a lot of feelings going on inside me. A lot of conflict. Because you grew up always having to do something, sitting around was not something we were allowed to do. So I actually, I can do it now. I can actually just sit and do nothing for not very long, but enough time.
I mean, it's sort of like taking one step beyond, you try to not multitask and unitask, I guess. But this goes, that just brings it up another level. Trying to actually
zero task.
Zero task instead of unit task.
Maybe it's just because for so long it was like juggling 43 different things, but now I'm appreciating that time. I don't know what it is.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it reminds me of sometimes that you're really overwhelmed if you're wishing you would get sick so that you could just have a reason to not do anything. Yeah. So I think if you're starting to have those feelings, maybe a dose of Niksen would cure you.
I don't know. I'm kind of digging the concept. My son actually, he's been struggling because he is in this weird time period where he is done with his undergraduate degree and he's waiting to go and continue his degree, but he doesn't start until August. So he kind of has just, a non-career type job right now. And it's pretty low key and there's not a lot of pressure basically. And there's lots of downtime. And he keeps saying, I feel guilty. I need to be doing something more. And I keep reminding him, just hold off. Because in a couple months.
Try to bank this.
It's almost like, can you just add credit to the bank because of, free time? Because starting in August, you will not have free time for the rest of your life. It's very, and I keep reminding, he says, I feel so guilty. I said, no, just try and enjoy it, because in a couple of months, you're going to regret that you did not enjoy this time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I do enjoy time when there's not a lot going on as much as I can. But that's, I'm always doing something, though.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like, well, first of all, I feel guilty if I'm not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like if I'm saying that I'm busy all the time, or like, I can't do that, I'm too busy, and then I'm doing something, leisurely or not doing anything at all, then it's like, well, I thought you were so busy. Why can't you?
Yes.
So
yes. You have
that's
to
a challenge.
Hide what you have on your computer screen because people will think, well, you said you didn't have any time for me, but you have time to read Twitter. Yeah, that's not
and
good.
then you have to be like, I'm promoting the podcast.
That's right. Honest.
Doing market research. Leave me alone. That's always my excuse.
But yeah, just like feeling like you have to justify whatever you're doing is not a happy feeling.
No. And I mean, I think anymore, and I think this is maybe just age, but if I try to even single task, much less zero task, I fall asleep. It's like I need a certain level of activity to remain awake. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe I need the sleep, and so I should just sit and do nothing and gently drift off. Maybe that's what I need. I don't know. But no, just sitting and doing nothing, I would be snuggling down into the couch. Off to dreamland.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The ultimate doing nothing, I guess.
I don't know. The Scandinavians are onto something, I'm thinking.
I don't know.
We can handle it.
Well, and also, like, in the article, it talks about doing it with your family. And like you said, Terry, that would last about 30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, what, you just sit and stare at each other?
What are we doing?
How
can't we do something? Can we turn on the TV? Can we play a game? Like, I'm going to my room.
I mean, I'm down with saying everybody put down your personal activities and let's play a game. Or let's watch something together. Or let's go for a walk. But let's just sit together and do nothing.
Yeah.
Well, but don't. Fly. I mean, but
yeah.
Do you have? But you're basically. I mean, do you sit around as a family and have a coffee on a Sunday morning and talk? Like, is that something?
Well, we have. I mean, we eat meals together. I don't think we have a formal sitting together and talking. But, my son doesn't much talk. He eats very seriously,
Yes.
He's in the eating busy. And then he eats and bolts.
Yeah.
My husband isn't a big one for discussion. My daughter will talk around the breakfast table or around the dinner table. I mean, at dinner we do the IMDb birthday quiz,
Right.
I ask my husband and the kids just sit there and listen to it. So I guess they're doing nothing. But they have embraced Niksen.
Yeah, there you go.
Mom and Dad are doing their stupid thing. But they're eating, so that is a thing to do.
But that's like survival. You have to do that. It's like breathing. That doesn't count as an activity.
It doesn't?
What, eating?
Well, does that count as but does that count as an activity?
Yeah, see, this is what I'm not sure of with this Niksen. If it's like, if they're talking about specific things, or if it's just really sitting there and being inert together.
Yeah, it sounded more like that. I mean, because I can get down with the like unstructured time. Like, isn't it nice when we have nothing on the calendar and we can just hang out?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not really what they were talking about.
Yeah, that's true. But we can make our own version of it.
That's true.
Really, single tasking would be a challenge for my house.
Although,
maybe that's
if you look at the picture on the article, one of the kids has an iPad.
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
See,
So,
even
I
when they're
don't know.
taking the picture, they couldn't keep it up.
They're all looking at the iPad. So look, the 3 kids are looking at the iPad in the picture. So
Maybe they're
yeah,
reading about how to Niksen.
Maybe there's a message on it that says, put this down right now and do nothing.
Or you
Messing
could
up our Niksen groove.
You could put this down and listen to our podcast.
Our podcast doesn't count as doing something. It's pretty much a good waste of time. So Niksen
please
away.
Niksen. Please Niksen away with our podcast.
You can easily tell people now.
Podcasting is very good for multitasking.
It is.
That is.
Really doesn't qualify.
That's
It
true.
is.
Yeah.
That is very true. Well, I think I'm going to go Niksen with my
Since you're the one who's good at it.
with my phone. That's
We will
it for
facilitate
today's
your
round.
Niksening by shutting up.
Yeah. That's it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment themed round 2 and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.